Hey babe, what you doing? What, nothing? Just bored? Oh, I got you. I know exactly what to do to not have you be bored. Right? Right? So, I've been having this thing in my head, right, for a while. I've been pondering it. And let me just throw it all out there. Alright? So, I want to make a model rocket for shits and giggles. But I don't want to use one of those like baking soda and vinegar ones. That's too easy. That's too straightforward. I'm studying to be an aerospace engineer. I might as well challenge myself. So I might use some nitrate. No, I think it's potassium nitrate if I remember correctly. I don't know. I forgot. Let me. Yeah, yeah, that's exactly what it is. It's potassium nitrate, which is going to be the oxidizer. We'll use a little bit of sulfur and some carbon, mix it all together, and we get black powder. It's safe. I know it sounds scary, but all we have to do is design a structure around containing this combustion. Yeah, it's combustion. It's not an explosion. It's combustion. Just a rapid combustion. That's a rapid controlled combustion. That's the key word. It's controlled. Um, what do you, no, no, it's not. It's not gonna be dangerous. It's not gonna be dangerous if I do everything right. If I do something wrong, that's a different story. But I am an engineer, so first things first is to have to design a vessel in order to contain the combustion, not the explosion, combustion. Um, the yeah, I mean explosion is a possibility, but if I do it right, it'll all go fine. I'll have all five of my digits, 10 of my digits. It'll be fine. Either ways, first I have to think of exactly what's going to be containing the combustion. And I mean, depending on how much, I guess, propellant I'm using, we'll be fine. I mean, we can get very complicated with it, and that's exactly what I want to do. So, we can probably use Bernoulli's principle and the corresponding equation to kind of funnel the exhaust in order into a more, I guess, more narrow tube and then expand it suddenly, which should give us a higher pressure and kind of boost us up more, just kind of get a little bit more power out of the combustion. Then I could probably take it onto CAD. What do you mean with CAD? Oh, computer aided design. So like computer software that kind of helps me design things, right? But we'll take this CAD design, kind of model it. Not sure exactly what material we have to use to contain a relatively large combustion, but we'll have to keep it lightweight as well. I'm thinking aluminum, but I'm not sure the thermal properties of aluminum. But we'll cross that bridge when we get there. There's a, I'm very thankful that the CAD software I'm using, AutoFusion, has some thermal stress simulations as well as static stress simulations. So, I could model out all those different materials that I can use and kind of, get something that's efficient and lightweight. But once, we model that out, kind of add tubing to redirect the combustion, the exhaust, and have that push it out, we still have to think about the overall aerodynamic qualities of the entire rocket, which I mean is pretty straightforward. It's pointy tip, some fin stabilizers, but I mean I kind of want to make it more complicated than that because why not? So we could probably put in a gyroscope and have some flaps and use those flaps to kind of make sure it's going straight. And we can program accelerations to different, axes and have that acceleration determine whether some flaps engage and some flaps don't, and what direction as well. And that'll keep it going straight up. And then we can also use the exact acceleration in terms of a XYZ axis and have like the negative Z axis be, I guess, the deceleration, or like it actually moving downwards. And at that point, once it stops moving, we can deploy a parachute, and then that parachute just kind of make sure nobody gets skewered by a rocket. That makes sense, yeah. And then we can use some sort of actuator to move the flaps back and forth. Exactly how, I don't know. I'll figure it out later. That's a problem for later. But nothing too large. I feel like a pneumatic actuator would be way too much overkill. Make it way too big. But I'll cross that bridge when I get there. I could even limit it down and have like 4 stabilizers in terms of like the entire rocket, and just have 2 of them be opposing each other, so that I don't have to get one that goes back and forth and kind of redirects flow as needed. But I digress. The only thing that's going to suck about this is that getting materials is going to be troublesome, and I'm going to have to get fire permits from the fire department. It's going to be safe, I swear. I think. If there's no danger involved, it's not fun, alright? There's got to be a risk of failure. But nobody should die. Keyword should. But that's what testing is for. A lot of rigorous testing. What do you mean that's boring? No, it's not boring. It's very interesting. Trust me, it's very boring up until the point it starts flying in the sky. And then it's like, cool, I made that. Trust. That's how it is. You can either help me in this journey, or you can just sit back and watch me work my magic. But it's a lot funner if you help me out. Just don't blow your fingers off. We should be fine though. Gunpowder is rather hard to combust in terms of like static and stuff like that, but we can still take the precautions because it's still a possibility. I mean, you can still ignite it with some static shock, probably. I don't know for sure. I'm not gonna lie, but we can take the precautions just in case. But wait, it definitely can. Yes, it can. We'll just take the precautions necessary and just not mix the gunpowder until the very end, and we'll be fine. But in terms of the entire rocket, I think that sums it all up. That's what I've been pondering for the last hour or two. But in terms of like safety, just inform the fire department, get the permits, do it in a wide open field, like a baseball field, a football field. There's a lot of those, especially here. And try not to blow it all up. But we'll be fine. We'll be fine. We'll have all of our digits at the end of the day. All 10 of them. Maybe a burn. But we'll be fine. We'll be fine.